Hello all of you. We are really glad to see you in online, and I encourage you to turn on camera. Right now, keep your microphone closed, but later it would be wonderful if you will open it. We can have, after a short introduction, open discussions about how to grow the business nowadays. And let's try to keep this meeting quick, and even if it will be more than 30 minutes is completely okay. Don't worry, I will don't finish the meeting. And so relax, take a cup of coffee and tea, and enjoy the cozy online meeting. First of all, let me introduce why we took this initiative in Mikskaar to make this Agrinetwork informal event. First of all, we are missing people. However, you maybe know that Nordic region people are quite used to live far away each other. Even our country houses are really far from each other. Still, we are human beings and we need to be connected. And we need to be connected with our partners, business clients, even people who we met in trade shows. And it's really, really like one of the human being need. The second is that we have not possible to travel physically. So we counted that we traveled during the pandemic year virtually in these regions and countries, and I will list them. US, some parts of Latin America like Brazil, to different European countries, China, Russia, Ukraine, Taiwan, India. In fact, we've been in India so many times virtually. Japan, South Korea, Egypt, Middle East, almost all countries in Middle East, Australia, and so on. Yesterday, we traveled to South Africa, and many other countries I didn't mention here even. So we miss traveling, but such a huge amount of countries to pass during 1 year is never physically possible, but we did virtually. So this is a very good opportunity. Let's try to find positive things. The third reason I would like to point out is that we need to share information between agribusiness owners. What are challenges during the pandemic, during transportation chains, and we all know what happened in Suez Canal recently, product information, new innovations, and how to still be part of agribusiness growth during 2021 and also 2022 and onwards. And as you know, sharing is caring. Therefore, your active ideas, discussions, in open, comfortable online event like this are very, very appreciated. And you can also invite in future all of your partners here. So now we have done loads of marketing plans during this year, and I would love to open mic for Crystal, Mikskaar CEO, who will talk a little more closer about what exactly we did and why. So Crystal, can you hear us?
Yes, thank you for the opportunity. So in the case of Mikskaar, we have been involved in this agribusiness for many years. Can you see the slideshow or my notes?
Yes, we can see your notes as well.
Okay.
So maybe you choose. Oh, yeah, now it's perfect. Thank you.
So I would like to welcome everyone in our small virtual get-together and share our experiences from the times of this COVID year. During the times of COVID, there has been a boom of video conferencing. And in the case of our industry and many other industries, it has been the only way to meet and see the customers and cooperation partners. We cannot look past the efficacy of the virtual meetings. You can decide today and meet up tomorrow. In-person meetings take longer to organize. These days, even if there is a way to meet in person, a virtual meeting is a lot more safe and responsible approach. A virtual meeting will only take up an hour or two of your time. Personal meetings take a bit longer. We can arrange a meeting with Japan on Monday and Australia on Wednesday. In real life, they would be a few weeks apart. Because a virtual meeting is less time consuming and cheaper, we can organize those meetings more often. And personal meetings, on the other hand, are the golden standard. The possibility to meet in person, look the customer in the eye, see the body language and everything else, it has a very high value. We can have the business meeting, later visit an end user, then have some lunch on the way, so the meetings are a lot more intense. It takes a lot of time to travel to places, so we cannot have these meetings too often, unfortunately. But we will always remember those meetings, every single one of them. It takes time to organize, arrive, and participate, so these meetings have more value in our eyes and are definitely a very important way to communicate. So vaccination is happening everywhere in the world, and one day the world will open up again. I sincerely hope to meet you all in person. But video conferencing will help to make our communication a lot more frequent. So I sincerely hope that video communication is here to stay. And we can use both ways, the personal meetings and the video meetings. Meeting in person makes it possible to see the local conditions and understand the issues better. We can be together longer, and in a way, these trips are very intense. Because it makes more time and effort to arrange them, they are more appreciated by the participants. Virtual communication, on the other hand, is efficient. More participants from both sides can join than would join the trip. We can arrange a meeting immediately as soon as some issues appear or some interesting ideas appear, so that you won't forget about them. We can discuss them immediately. A virtual meeting will take less time and leave some space for the other necessary activities in your day. With virtual meetings, we can meet more often, and I think it will be mutually benefiting. And in Mikskaar, we have used video conferencing in combination with live webinars. As a result, we have been able to meet up, discuss important matters. In case of webinars, it has been possible to meet with a lot of people at once and explain about important issues like our products or the transport options or whichever issue or problem is currently popular. We can meet also in video calls one-on-one with the customer, and it is much more efficient compared to a simple phone call, because there is a possibility to see the body language of the other party, and this gives so much more in addition to the communication. It is possible to meet with a large group of customers. It is possible to make these meetings in person as well one day, I hope. Then it is possible to meet customer by customer with a single grower, for example, and discuss the specific needs or which are in their field or greenhouse. So in general, as Leila suggested, we need to look at the positive side of the things. So as a result of this year of experience, I can say that we are very happy with the results of the opportunities that the video virtual communication has offered us. Thank you.
Thank you, Crystal. It was really nice to point out those benefits, especially nowadays, because I have heard a lot of whining and complaining and excuses, but there are no excuses actually, I think. So basically everything is possible. We have internet at least. I can't imagine if we wouldn't have it, it would be more complicated. But so we always try to find more positive sides than to find excuses. I have a question for you here who are participating right now. Have you used video meetings in your team or in company? So Kailash, I know that you have organized together with Supal many meetings in India. Have you counted how many meetings you have had through video?
Yeah,
I think 3-4 meetings.
3-4 meetings in the week?
Yeah.
Or in a day?
No, in a week.
In a week. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
quite a lot. Yeah. And but I have seen also some pictures that you traveled in India.
Yes.
So if possible, you prefer to travel or you prefer to have a video call?
No, sometimes have video call, sometimes have when you have the you go to see the trials, then you have to go to personally. I think field trials cannot see on the video call. For that, you have to go in the field. We have some product trials in different crops, different regions. So that's why we have sometimes we have to travel, and we travel by road, we travel by flight. So we fly safely and travel safely.
What about Kim Yu? How many video calls or meetings have you organized during this pandemic area?
1 second, I think Supal join. He can also explain you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Can I add
Yeah,
something?
Sir. Hello everyone. Yeah, hi everyone. Actually, at Kshitij Agrotech, we are doing so many meetings online and offline because it's a part of a business. Because we are into an industry, what we are importing almost during this COVID. Also, we imported products from almost, I think, 15 to 16 countries across the globe. And as we have approached you for this one, Pete Moss, as you are the one of the leaders here, like this, we have joined with many other countries and companies. So importing was easy, but selling was difficult because being a difficult geographic region in India, and plus there were challenges also. Like in this year, we also introduced few new grades also. So we had to do a lot of online meetings also, and as Mr. Kailash said, we have to go personally also to meet and see the farmers and see the trials. So all in all, it was all part and parcel of the game. So for like 4 to 5 months, we were totally packed in the offices, and we did everything from online only. After that, we for the past 2 to 3 months, we have started traveling very carefully, and wherever it is mandatory to required to go, so where there we have gone, and we have done the meetings like this. So it all was like together.
But physically, the meetings has been reduced, right?
Yeah, meetings has been reduced. I mean to say, like today's financial year closing in India. So like you have Jan to December, the financial year, We go from April to March. So like last 1 month, so the financial year closes, so our focus becomes more on collection rather than on sales. So that is why gradually the meetings have reduced. But the good thing is that during this pandemic thing, people know that the things and the deals can be closed through online also.
Mhm.
So this is how, and this and due to this all these virtual meetings and other things in Kshitij Agrotech, we did 20% growth compared to the last year. So it's very encouraging for us, and our sales team, our field officers, they are also now like we can do a con call or a Zoom call, which saves their time also, because we are working in almost around 6 to 7 states in India. So earlier we used to gather all the people every month for reviews and everything. So wherever we feel like it is not personally required to meet, we conduct Zoom calls, and this is how this pandemic has also taught us. It is many things can be done on the Zoom calls or on the virtual meeting, where you need not to go physically, and this saves time, travel, and especially the time. So this is how we have been doing for the complete year.
I'm so agree with you that the time is most valuable
Yeah, that, yeah,
thing in
yes.
our life. So it's at the same time, okay, the situation is as it is, but at the same time, I really appreciate personally that we are now more using technology and virtual opportunities, because we can combine them, and then we can be more cost-wise, more effective, and we can travel basically virtually everywhere in the world.
Yes, yes, yes.
I would like to go to South Korea. Kim, could you give us feedback? How is the situation there? How many people are using video calls and webinars and meetings in South Korea? Can you open your mic? It's left corner, mute, unmute.
See. Now I
Oh,
find
thank
it.
you. Super.
Can you because normally I don't have a chance to have a conference or seminar like this. So this is the only chance to use webinar only with Mikskaar, because when we go for sales, then we would like to have a personal meeting, person by person. So normally everything, most of the thing goes secret or deeply discussion. So webinar is not used well. So even today, I'm checking where is a mic or speaker or anything.
But do you have one-to-one meetings with your clients sometimes through video calls?
But normally I don't. Normally I can say not only me, but normally when we are in the sales meeting, it's person to person. We go there and meet and discuss
Okay,
over
very
there.
interesting. So it's completely different in South Korea than in India.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe the country is smaller, that's why.
Yeah, that's also here in Estonia. If possible, people meet, but nowadays I can see that even if I look at my calendar, then it's even more fully booked than it was earlier. So, so it's so easy to have video meetings and quick meetings without traveling anywhere. Even right now, personally, I'm sitting here at my home, so I'm not even in the office.
Maybe we need someone like you who initiate this webinar like that. Yeah.
Thank you. But generally in South Korea, can you see any growth, or it's more stable or even going down agribusiness, generally agribusiness?
You mean our business? You mean Mikskaar business?
I mean generally agribusiness, because we talk about all the topics.
Agro-business.
Mhm.
Actually, agro-business is more not stable, but more stable than any other business, because many other business there are ups and downs, and something like IT and anything is growing up sometimes very high, like 10 times. But the other shops, like the street shops, are very much closed. So I can say the agro business is more stable than any other. Not growing, but not going down. Just I can say stable, more stable than any other.
Okay, that's really good to know that at least it's stable, because we have seen a lot of companies who are using technology together with physical opportunities. They grew, and I think right now is the trend, which actually we would like to discuss maybe upcoming Agrinetwork, that people are eating more vegetables and they don't eat that much anymore meat. So agribusiness should grow more and more in the future. So very good. Who else we have here? I can see Mr. Kasem. Did I pronounce correctly? So you came a little bit later, so you.
Yeah, that was right. Sorry for being late.
No worries.
And how are you all? Good.
Yes.
We are really happy to see. Could you remind me which country you are from?
Iraq.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
How is the situation there? Are you having webinars, online meetings, or you prefer physical meetings like Kim mentioned earlier?
Well, as Mr. Kim mentioned, here it's mostly also like person to person more than webinars, but things like the cases are getting higher every day, so there's a 3-day quarantine here as well.
How about the situation in Iraq in agribusiness generally? Is it growing businesses or going down or more stable?
It's more stable, it's not getting down. It's more like upward than getting down here in Iraq. Because as you know, like agri doesn't stop, so it's something necessary.
Okay, very good. Greetings to all from Mikskaar to Iraq. We have also here Mr. Rogai. Maybe he would like to add some experiences, what they have done during this year, and maybe also to add how many video calls, meetings, webinars have you participated any?
Just like Mr. Kim, we have not done any webinars because our country is very small. So person-to-person meetings we do in Pakistan.
But how you can see agribusiness generally in Pakistan? Is it growing, stable, or going down?
It is growing. It is growing. It depends on the weather conditions, because the weather in Pakistan is changing very fast because the seasons they are not stable. But it is growing. It's growing.
Which part of the agribusiness you can see is growing mostly right now?
Vegetable seed business. I can understand what about saying.
Yeah, vegetable and seed business. You can see it's growing more. Yeah.
Seed business, it's basically we are going for cash crops now more, because vegetable seeds, the farmers are generally not getting the prices for the crop after pandemic, because in pandemic it was very worst in Pakistan. So after that, the farmers are switching towards the cash crops like rice, wheat, and sugarcane. They are switching over to those crops. So vegetable business that is going down.
Okay, very good. It's really nice to see you here, because I think I didn't meet you earlier here, or maybe we met, but we had quite many meetings as well earlier. So, but I would like to point out that we have also we took this initiative to have this Agrinetwork meeting. It's an informal meeting, so everyone can ask everything. Besides, of course, you don't want to share the business secrets. That's a normal thing, but but you can ask from each other different questions. And also, I would like to point out that we have our team here as well. And here is Crystal, our CEO. Crystal can weave. If you put on the view gallery, then Crystal can do like this.
Hello.
Then we have here Ave Vellesalu, our office manager. Then we have Ave Mailan, sales manager. Then we have Mari-Liis Tigasing, COO. And then we have Mare, sales manager. And from our side, we have also Indrek, who is also sales manager. You can weave a little bit. And Christina, weaving, very good. So, and I'm from marketing communication side from Mikskaar. So I really appreciate if you have any questions or you would like to discuss, or maybe you would like to discuss even or ask questions from our different participants from different countries. So now I already checked that we have participants from South Korea, India, Pakistan. Okay.
Hello, I have one question. Just a general question from experiences what you have had in Iraq or Korea or Pakistan, India. Have you seen during this last year or last 6 months any issues with supplies? I mean, agricultural inputs like wheat, moss, or any other items that you use to import from other countries, or is everything the same normal as before? Have you seen any changes in that regards?
Yeah, hi, hello. As per the supplies, like for agriculture, like especially for agriculture specialty fertilizers, we didn't see any shortfall from the exporter side, but from October, the freight have increased like anything, which is happening all around the globe. So because of this container shortage and because of the high freight and unavailability of the vessels, there was many loopholes or many problems or issues we faced. But in a nutshell, we completed our orders and done everything. But the problem was not actually the supply. The problem was the freight because of this pandemic issue, which led to this and unavailability of the vessel. So this led to the supply chain to India. This affected, and the prices and the other things has also gone relatively higher, and plus the shortage. So this was the supply chain gap which we faced during this pandemic, and which is still continuing.
Same experiences in other countries, or maybe Mr. Kasim in Iraq? How is this situation?
Well, in Iraq, there's also those freight costs, as you know, cost us a big problem. Container crisis, the delay of container. It's going all around the world, but like it was a huge damage to every business. And beside that, many like companies that we work with, the prices are just maybe like 15 to 20% higher than before right now. That's the reason. And Iraq here lost 20% of its money according like to USD dollar. That caused us big problem in this year.
It's probably very difficult to explain to your customers why the prices increased and so on. It's a big challenge, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Customers don't get it a lot.
Yeah, they think that maybe your company or exporter wants to get rich or something.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's we have the same experience. It's very difficult to explain, but most of our customers have understood it. So it's a global issue of shipping industry, not the exporting problem.
That's right.
But I have a question. Recently, in greenhouse business, there is also a lot of different plastic products involved, and I have a question. Is there also this price problem in the plastic business? Because I have heard that the medical industry is taking most of the available plastic, and the prices are going up. How is the situation in your place?
Well, here, as you know, polymers are higher. We currently buy like greenhouse nylon from Turkey. So maybe if you bought like if you sold here in our company with 200 USD for one roll of nylon, now you have to pay $200 to Turkey to get this nylon. So the prices are very high right now because, as you know, of polymers.
Okay,
That's the
so
reason.
okay.
Kim, can you add something about this topic? Maybe how's going on in South Korea?
Actually, we have once once had a very big problem. It's like we ordered once, and then that time I gave the price according to 1 month ago. Then the price was much higher than the others. So after 1 month, we canceled this order, and then later on the others also increased. Then we get the order again, and then place the order again. Now you shipped, right? Ave Milan. Yeah.
Yes, now we are in the middle of producing for you and hope to ship soon. So we are really glad to have this order from you. At last, it took time. Yeah, it is time consuming for the clients to understand the situation, because we as producers and you as the importers, you know about the situations, but the clients, the users, they need some more time. But time is crucial. So we need to do good job. So, and you have done good job in explaining about the situation to your clients. I know it's not easy job.
Yes, I can see that.
Yeah, our cooperation was good.
Thank you.
Actually, this is very, very important. What I have also recognized during this 1 year, that the communication must be really clear, and even you have to be ready to explain things from the different angles. I don't talk only in the business, but I'm talking about also, for example, if I look at my daughter at home, and we all have e-studies at home. So even the communication in generally between family members and also between school and kids and everything must be really clear. Otherwise, it's really difficult to understand both parties, because we don't meet physically. And even what I recognized personally, that emails, maybe which I sent earlier, maybe longer, I try to make them shorter, not to confuse people. It's not always easy, but in the business wise, it's giving more clarity from the both sides, and even go to step by step, not like the too long email, and then you have too many thoughts, and you start to analyze, and then not going anywhere from there, because you have too many things in the email. So it's the communication wise, it's a challenge also, not to be physically connected. I welcome Daniel. You came a little bit later, but we have a discussion about how the different countries handling the video conferences and meetings, webinars, and having them in the business wise. So what is going on in your country? Would you like to comment? Are you using webinars, conference calls with video and meetings?
Sometimes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm new in this kind of business, so I'm here to learn as much as I can.
That's very nice that you took time to join us. We have here, I give a short overview. We have here Mikskaar team, basically all our sales managers and CEO, COO, and me from the marketing and communication side. Then we have partners from South Korea, India, Iraq, and so on. So you're most welcome, and we would like to take initiative and also organize the next such kind of comfortable, cozy meetings also once a month. So we call it Agrinetwork gathering, coffee break, however you would like to call it, but it would be always be like more not official. So it's possible to communicate to each other. We try to find always the topic. Today's topic is about how to implement those video calls and meetings, and we are discussing about that. And also our Indian partner already shared many good knowledges, and also how many they're using actually video webinars in their marketing wise. But I know that Indians are really active and they work really fast. We also traveled virtually in so many different countries, starting from South Korea, ending with Latin America. So it gives a lot of opportunities actually to be connected. And physically, you can't travel so much. So what?
Excuse me. Now, just one question. I can see in Crystal Tumbak /CEO, but I don't see in my name South Korea or anything. So can we change now, or
yes,
how can we do?
You can actually I can change also, but I will teach you a little bit. All of you who are first time in Zoom, because it's very necessary. We also taught many our clients earlier, 2020 when the pandemic came. So I tried to share with you now screen. Can you see this? I try to. Can you see? Here is.
You can see your emails, Leila.
Yeah. Okay. I show you now. Here is. Can you see this cursor moving?
Yes. Yes.
So if you click participants, Kim, can you see?
Participant? No.
Yes.
You
click here. You click participants. You go to hear more, and then here is rename, and then basically me as a host I can rename you also, but you can also rename yourself.
I found it and tried.
So this is what we also try to put behind our names, that everyone knows who we are, what we're doing here, and so on. So actually, it's really nice that you ask that. It's very important to ask all kinds of questions. And I would like to point out that our office meeting with different people physically in the bigger amount of people was September 2020. So this is in September, seaside in North Estonia. So this picture was taken then. So we really miss also each other. And I will stop now sharing.
Okay.
So I hope you got answer. More questions?
Now you see Wonki Kim in South Korea. Actually, I kindly ask the others to put the same, if possible.
Yeah, it's very nice then. I didn't hear anything about Marko. If he can hear us, would be nice to talk to you as well. But if you are not, about to talk, then it's fine. I encourage you to open up camera if you're not too shy, or maybe that's completely fine if some kids are walking behind us. My daughter studied how to go completely down the ground, to go to a fridge and take some food, and then to go to living room. So all these kind of things are completely normal right now, I think. And any questions from anyone? Maybe from
Yeah, my question is from everyone, like who have come from different countries. In your respective countries, what is the people are like? What is the forecast of this freight condition? Like in your respective countries, what shipping lines are telling you that when this freight problem will be solved and when the freight will come down? The expect, yeah, yes. What is the forecast?
This is a really good question, Supal. I hope someone would answer.
They are very reluctant to comment in any way, or they are actually quite pessimistic. So as far as I can understand, I cannot see any improvement for another couple of months at least. And now they are telling that this Suez crisis changed everything again. And so I'm not sure. It's a combination of business decisions and actual reality. It's very hard to tell which thing plays the bigger part, but the situation is at the moment is not getting better, unfortunately. Because they are still complaining about the lack of equipment. There are not enough containers available.
Okay. And what about other countries, like the people who have come from other countries?
What about in South Korea, Kim? Maybe you will comment also.
We have the same situation as I told you even 1 month ago. Even in the beginning of this month, we had a very big problem with this increase. And also I'm buying cockpit from India, and also sometimes the product is staying in the warehouse in the port and pay the demurrage even before shipping. Normally when we say demurrage is when it arrives to the port and then before it released. But now sometimes the product is going to the port for shipping, then there's no container available, so they pay for the demurrage because it's staying more time. So it's so serious like that. And no one knows when it will be better.
Yes, and if it's a fertilizer or something, then it's not so big part of the price, the shipping. But if it's peat moss or cocoa peat, which is relatively inexpensive and bulky, big product, it's a big part of the price, and even the small change affects the price quite a lot. That's a problem in all industries.
What about situation in Pakistan?
Rate is very high, going up all the time. We cannot commit with any customers till now. So last year, what we purchased, the prices has gone up approximately 50%. So freight prices, it's very difficult to actually quote to any customer, because the transit time from Estonia to Pakistan, it's approximately 2 months. And to quote anyone any price, it's very difficult. It's becoming difficult.
Mm-hmm. And Daniel, you have the same outcome or same situation, I guess. About transportation.
But transportation is same like everywhere. Problems with containers arriving on time and with goods, just like everywhere.
Okay. I see. It's a huge problem, yes, but maybe we should organize hackathon about this transportation problem. I have seen Estonians, they took initiative to do actually Hack the Crisis hackathon, worldwide hackathon, and then it was a really nice result because many startup companies started to build new apps for solving the problems and how to identify who's sick and who's not and so on. But seems like this transportation is like I don't know, feels like it must be solved somehow, but maybe to go from the other side, not to try to find ways, traditional way, but completely maybe digitally. Because right now they're talking about digital logistic. And I know I have one friend even who has the company who are doing these kind of innovations in logistic. But seems like as it is so physical, containers are physical, so it's not very easy to do it. What your thoughts about this? What could be the what could solve the problem between us and then our clients? Can we communicate it better way, or can we maybe do something for that, or any explanation videos or anything?
So what we have done from our side is that our CEO has written a formal letter of explaining the situation, and I think this is a really good help in explaining about the matters in logistics. And if the clients could see the letter, then maybe they someday they would understand easier or more quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I would also like to add, in Kshitij Agrotech, we have gone one step ahead. Like we import almost around 3,000 tons plus of specialty fertilizers from China, water solubles, and all the water solubles comes through containers. So during February and March, we had a lot of issues with the transportation, and we had the pending orders with our exporters. But we have taken an initiative, and first time in India, actually I'm telling a bit, it's recorded here in Nhava Sheva port, like Kshitij Agrotech has taken a lead in importing in break bulk vessel. Like what we have done, say for example, a product called calcium nitrate is there. It usually used to come packed in 25 kg packs and in a container, where it used to be shipped in like 27 metric tons in one container. So our exporter has, what they have done is that like they have put that bags in a jumbo bag, like 25 kg bags itself, like, and there was a jumbo bag like 1 ton or 1.5 metric tons. Then they have kept that bags in the break bulk jumbo bags. So through break bulk we got the delivery here, which was nearly impossible in February time with the container problems, and the containers issue was at the peak. So this is how we have solved one of the problem here practically, and then we got this all this container shipment not on the port. Usually it comes on the bulk ports in India. Say for example in Nhava Sheva we get all the containers. So we got registered within the small time gap of like 20 days in old Mumbai port, where all the bulk cargo comes in India, like DAP, rock phosphate and everything. So there we have done this and we implemented this, and it has been a success. And now many people have started following it. So in a way, we helped this transportation issue, and the prices were also brought down, because the container freight has gone, as you all are saying, that it has gone very high. So with this problem, we try to bring down the price also, and we have eventually given good prices to farmers. And this we have done like twice and thrice. And tomorrow, 2nd of April, also another consignment is coming. But the issue for this break bulk is that these are the good things, but the bad thing is that sometimes the handling doesn't takes place well in the ports. So, and plus now from May to June and July, it will be rainy season here in India. So bulk clearances are not well equipped with the rainy seasons, and as the fertilizer is very, it's a water soluble fertilizer, so we cannot take a minute chance. So now we have again shifted to container cargos. But for these 3 to 4 months, we have done this, and it has come up well. So this is one of the solutions we brought down here along with our exporter. We sat across, and this is how we have solved it.
Very good. Very good solution. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
So any questions more? We always try to be solution oriented, so don't be too depressed about the situation. And yeah, I think what I can say from communication side, just to explain simply, and you know, it's sometimes easier to show some pictures or visually that the problem is in the world, not only here with one company or here in one country. Is like to show maybe visually sometimes also some references about the situation for your growers and pharmacies, and who are maybe not so well connected with all the world news. So it's completely understandable that they don't understand. If I would be on their place, that maybe I would be the same. So it's our duty to explain and to communicate and to educate, if necessary, to train about the products and situation also, and not to let our clients to be in a blind. In the meaning that they don't have information. So this is very important to share information. So do we have more questions to each other? It's a really good opportunity right now to ask questions from everyone and to discuss any topics. Do you miss, I have one question personally. Do you miss trade shows? You can raise your hand or put reaction. Aha, Kimmis. Okay, who else is missing? You can also, I'm missing. But to be honest, Mare is really missing. I can see reactions. We miss trade shows. But to be honest, personally, 2019, I think I traveled even too much. So I wasn't very depressed when I had a possibility to stay at home for a while. So. But yeah, once in a month to go to trade show, it was completely our normal routine, at least for me. And 2019, I calculated 1 month I visited 4 trade shows. That was completely too much. So it wasn't normal anymore. I woke up, I remember that I woke up in Essen 2019 and I was wondering which city I am. So this is not normal anymore. So I'm grateful also for this situation that I have a possibility to be at home. And I think many of you have felt the same way, that sometimes it's good to be stable and in one place and take time and quality time to analyze also. So very good. So I can see that Kim has the question. Yeah, or comment.
Or like idea like that.
Uh-huh.
So as we are doing with many other countries, So sometimes, for example, today you have an inquiry, so you check the freight, and you see.
Kim, maybe you can adjust your microphone, then we can better hear you.
You can put maybe microphone just like
We
here.
must find the color.
Like this,
yes,
like this?
better, much better. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, good. So probably, for example, one day, like today, you have an inquiry from Pakistan, and today you check the freight and find it is 10% more expensive than yesterday. If in case, then you share the information to all the others, so that when we even talk about it with our own customer, we can give the example or reference price. For example, I go to my customer, and today, the freight to Pakistan increased by 10%, like that, than yesterday or than 1 month ago. So if anything change happens, then you give this information to the others who needs it. It's understandable?
Yeah, you mean on monthly basis in case the freight costs change?
Yes. Okay. For example, I didn't ask you for the price change today, but there was something change in the others. Then you give this information to share this information to all the others.
Okay, like a global overview of the current situation.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So even last time when I gave the price to the customer first, it was actually 1 month or 2 months before. 2 months before price, but the price was too much different. But for the time being, if I knew the freight to the others increased, then maybe I could ask again before I go to my customer, like that.
Okay.
Suddenly there was no discussion with my customer, and when he see me, he was asking quotation, like that. Then I didn't know there was an increase for the time being. So I cannot ask every day. So if there is any information, then you share with us or with me.
Okay, that's possible, yes.
Actually, from time to time, we could do also this. I think you pointed out, Crystal, very well, that this global overview of transportation chains.
Yeah.
So maybe once in a month or after 2 months to make like a newsletter for every one of you, and to open up this topic more closely. I would like to ask, do you all get our newsletters? You can raise your hand if you get the newsletters, because sometimes we are sending out newsletters for different target groups, but we also do like general newsletters where we announce some news and that kind of things. So if you are not sure, do you get those newsletters, then you can always email to me or Ave Vellesalu, our office manager, and we will add you to the newsletter list. We don't spam too much because we don't have so many information, but we try to bring you out very quality content of the in the newsletters. Okay, that was really good idea, Kim. Thank you for that. Anyone else? Any suggestions, discussions? Also, I have one question. What would be the interesting topic for the next Agrinetwork meeting? You can be completely creative now. So what would be interesting topic to touch? The next Agrinetwork event will be the end of April. So we try to do it once in a month. So someone has the question. No, it's not Mare. Mare, your hand is still up. Do you want to ask? Or maybe you have a suggestion for the next Agrinetwork event. What kind of topic we should discuss?
Well, actually, yet I do not have really great idea because the things are changing so rapidly in the last times that I'm pretty sure situation after a few weeks are totally different than it is right now, considering the vaccination situation, and hopefully life will getting better and we have much better issues for the next time.
Mm-hmm. From that comment, I have a question. Who got the vaccination? Raise your hand. You can use reactions button down here, and you can put like this or no. I didn't get yet.
No one.
No one.
No one. No. It seems no one.
Wow.
Great.
Actually, here in Estonia, I think 15% of population already got vaccination.
We are too young people here.
In India, like 61 million people have already got vaccinated. But the priorities is for the front force, like for the doctors and the workers. And then next is the people who are above 60 years.
Mm-hmm. So actually, I can see that one more person joining us after 1 hour, but it's okay. So, so basically nobody from among us got the vaccination yet, but I hope to get it as soon as possible. Let's see, will I be the happy one, lucky one? So for the next Agrinetwork event, this cozy informal event, I have some ideas we will discuss with definitely internally. But if you have any ideas, you are always welcome to send me a letter, or you can always chat with me, and or any or a sales manager. And you can always have topics from your side which you would like to discuss, or maybe even give a presentation, a short presentation about some topics. It would be really, really appreciated. And it could be any kind of topic about agribusiness. It doesn't have to be always connected with PITMOS. So feel free to discuss and get the knowledge, because we have here right now expertise gathering about agribusiness. So it's a really good opportunity. And I hope the next time we have more people here, and because registrants number was actually really big, but I don't know why not everyone came in. So we try to do more, and maybe to give more announcements out, that people will be ready on time.
Daniel, raise a hand.
Daniel.
Maybe the problem is it's 10 a.m. here in Serbia now.
10 a.m. So you think it's too early?
No, it's not early. We had scheduled this meeting at 10 a.m. And it's 10 a.m. now in Serbia.
Okay. I mentioned there that Estonian time. I should maybe bring it out that in the marketing letter that it please check the local time in your country. That's a good point.
Must be like Central European time, maybe.
Or otherwise, Leila, you check their time and you mention that time for them.
Yeah, we are inviting people all over, almost 70 different countries. So it's quite a big list if I will put all the time in. But I can do that. I will think how to communicate it better. That's really good, Daniel. Thank you for that comment.
Maybe for me, Ave Mailan can let me know. It's 4 o'clock for me, so easily.
Yeah, actually, we got also feedback from US that, hey guys, it's the middle of the night.
And one more thing, you should have this seminar not on the last day of the month, because all people are into sales. If our shortfall targets are there, we try to complete in the last 2 days. So
Okay, so you suggest that it could be
like third week of the month, maybe something like that.
Maybe then the first week on the month. Okay.
First, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I wrote down these things. Okay, do we have more questions, discussions, or we will go to our usual daily routine? Someone will have the maybe lunch, someone will have the dinner, someone will make some workouts and maybe working. No, I think. Crystal, you would like to finish maybe.
Well, it was an interesting experience, and I think it was very successful. So I look forward to meeting you next time the same way. I think it's a good idea to have different geographical aspects to the discussion, and I think it's a good idea. So I'd like to thank you and wish you all the best.